This video is sponsored by Skillshare. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today. The Electro-Harmonix Battalion Nano takes all the best bits of its bigger brother and presents it in a nice, tidy package. Let's take a listen. The all-analog circuitry of the Nano Battalion offers a vast array of bass tones in a nice compact package. Built with a versatile MOSFET drive circuit, it can deliver everything from subtle light overdrive to fully saturated distortion from the pedal's core. Generally speaking, it's a soft clipper, so it behaves in a tube-like manner, which really helps make the sound smoother and responsive as opposed to a gritty, hard-edged distortion. As a bass player, distortion and to a lesser extent overdrive can be our worst enemy. Something like these guys are high gain noisemakers which are great if you're going for that chainsaw-like sound. The Nano, however, has much more control over the overdrive with the all-important blend knob, which is a must-have for bass players. Additionally, it has 3 modes of EQ to help tighten up your tone and distortion. I'm going to demonstrate the 3 EQ modes on the pedal now. I'm going to start with the pedal bypassed. I have a compressor on. As you know, I find this bass way too quiet. Turning the pedal on now, we're going to start in dry mode. Dry mode works very much like a normal preamp. It gives you a lot more control over your bass mids and highs. As this is a passive bass, it doesn't really have those controls, so it gives you that added option to shape your tone like that. Moving on to the input mode, the EQ falls first in a signal path, which allows you to shape your tone like a regular preamp like we just demonstrated, but the distortion is unchanged, so you have less control over that output. Going into the distortion mode now, and if you're one of those people that like everything dimed, this one's for you. In terms of range, the treble boosts 1K up to 12 decibels. The bass knob pushes 200 Hz up to 12 decibels, and the mid switch, which really makes the sound, boosts or cut 500 Hz by 9 dB. My only issue with the EQ is that when you turn the knobs down below 50%, they have no effect. There's a joke in there, but they're not going to do it. When you turn the pot below the 50% threshold, it doesn't do anything. Nothing. It only works on the positive side of the rotation. Now, I've never made a pedal, so I'm sure there are limitations here, but this left-hand side is just dead space. which is a shame. I'd like it to do something, anything. I can live with it, but it really restricts you in how much you can dial out of these pots. We all have a lot going on these days, and finding that time to improve yourself is really important. I myself, I'm an avid learner. I love learning about everything and anything. Recently, I've been using Skillshare to level up some of my skills, like time management, which I kinda need, and how to improve my YouTube channel with the very talented MKBHD. Skillshare offers thousands of creative classes for curious and creative people. Some of you may be interested in music or bass lessons, others may be interested in illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, and a whole lot more. I've been brushing up on my own musical theory with the aptly titled The Music Theory Survival Guide. Frankly because I didn't pay attention the first time around in school. I want to understand music on a fundamental level, which means getting away from the gut feeling and listening to the theory and my ears more. Skillshare has a brilliant offer this summer up until September, where the first 1,000 viewers can use the link in the description to become a member and receive a 1-month free trial instead of the usual 14 days. If you guys are looking to explore and learn a new skill this summer, then come and join me and the millions of other Skillshare members by starting your 1-month free trial today. Generally speaking, I find this to be quite a nice little overdrive. It's musically pleasing and it's warm sounding. And don't forget that the mid switch can really give you a bite where applicable. Mechanically speaking, the pedal is very versatile. It gives you a lot of tools to shape your tone and to rein in that distortion and overdrive. Speaking of the overdrive, you're either going to love it or you hate it. Me personally, I find it warm, it's like a tube sound, and I love that saturation. It's more musically pleasing to my ears, as opposed to some more modern pedals which are more shrill and chainsaw-like. If you like that, fine, but for me, I like to hold down the bottom end with a bit of grit and keep it that way. So if you're looking for a type of overdrive or distortion that's very subtle and sits in the mix, give this pedal a try. Like I said, there are tons of options for you to dial in the sound you do want, between having the full saturation or just a little bit of colour. You'll find there are options in here for everyone. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.